Just popping in to show you that I am using a black gesso to cover a journal today. It's just a Canson. It's just a Canson 7x10 journal, and I love these. We're going to be using these in my art journaling classes coming up. I like the size and I like the convenience of the spiral, but I don't like the front to say all the stuff about Canson and the type of paper and everything. So if you use gesso to cover up all that stuff, I just thought I'd pop in while I was doing this to show you that you can do that. I think I have a bad habit of pouring the gesso right onto where I'm working instead of in a palette, and I think I used too much. So here's what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to get some of it off and put it in a palette because that was just not super wise. So let me show you. I'm just going to remove some. If you're wondering what this magazine is right here, this is another good tip. I use a magazine or a catalog or an old booklet to block the corners when I'm painting something, and I also use it to glue on. So I open the pages up and use my glue or use paint or use my glue stick or whatever, and not mind if it gets on that catalog page, and then just turn the page to the next page and let those other pages stick together and move on to the next. So you're just basically using it as a backdrop for your glue, and not minding and not getting glue on anything else that you don't want to have glue on. So this is so funny because this video is I just like to keep it real. As you guys know, I like to keep it real. So here's me taking gesso off, but it's okay. It's not like I'm not going to use it. I'll just find something else I want to cover up in a minute, and probably just another journal cover. I also like using the catalog in between because it lets me get these edges easily, and it prevents you from getting stuff onto your pages. Now, if you look, you can see the blue of the cover through the gesso in places. So I'm going to go over this with a couple of nice long even strokes. And let it dry. Again, I'm removing as I go because I have too much there. And let it dry, and then we'll move on to another journal cover. I do sometimes like to use white gesso, but today I was feeling the black gesso because sometimes I just like to do something different. I like to do the different thing than what I just did the last time. Yeah, I just wanted to use a dark look and just decide what I'm going to put on top of there and have a darker look for my collage base here. So that is just a quick idea. This gesso, if you can, most things I buy, you'll see a price tag. Look at that. It was $14.99 and I got it for $3.99. I do not know where I got that. Probably like a Walmart or something maybe. And I do like to buy nicer products, I promise. Golden is a fave. Liquitex, there's some Liquitex white gesso back there. But I'm so not a snob when it comes to my supplies. And I mean, who can resist Bob Ross there? So maybe that tells me my journal should have lots of happy little trees. I don't know. Okay, I will check back on this another time. See you later.